Wednesday night, I don't even know what night of the week it is. My name is Bruce Stalter, John Tamboris with us. We are really excited about tonight. This is the first ever, the number one time we will have the women's represented in a midweek knockout competition. We ourselves in Queensland are first to start this. Obviously, we want to build this nationally, so we have something similar to the FFA Cup for the women, but so excited that we're one of the first places, if not the first place, to kick this off. So congratulations to all involved behind the scenes, but particularly to the women and girls who make these decisions really easy. They're so committed, so enthusiastic. So John, we see two teams tonight, Port Darwin and the NT Yapas. Two different experiences so far in the Premier League, but tonight anything happens and the winner goes through.
Again, cup football, this is what you want. Wednesday night, again, great weather tonight. And, you know what, watching both teams on the weekend, I think Port Darwin would have a point to prove tonight. I mean, they went down to the Yapas on the weekend. And speaking of Steve Brockway, their coach tonight, they're going to be up for it.
Look forward to that. And the other question I've got for you is, it's really important to have equity in the game. It's really important that the women and the girls get exactly what the boys do. It is exciting to be able to introduce midweek cup football. You've played a bit of that in Europe as well, so you know what it's like for a player. It's very different.
Oh, exactly. And again, you know, we used to say cup football, midweek games. We'd rather play games than train, put it that way. So, look, the players are excited. You can see there's an actual buzz in the dressing room when I was down there just now. So you could see that they're all up for it. It's new. And if, you know, cup football, Wednesday night, we're going to see a lot more of it. And, you know, the women's game, we see how it's growing so much, and the World Cup just around the corner. I'm excited, Bruce.
Absolutely, me as well. So thank you for joining us on FNT TV or on the FFA digital channels. Anywhere around the country tonight, you can watch both halves and a bit of time added on. And, of course, if it's no result at the end, we go to extra time, 30 minutes. If that doesn't, we then go to penalty shootouts. If that doesn't work, we do scissor, rocks and paper. We'll have a short break. We'll be back with the with the game shortly. We talked about it in the pre-game, how important this is. Cup football's so different. It's knockout. One will go home, one will go through to the next round. And, you know, what a buzz to be the first two teams ever to feature in a midweek knockout cup in the Northern Territory, in fact, around the country.
The players again spoke previously about how excited they were in terms of when it did get announced, and you know, both teams, obviously Yapas got away with a win on the weekend. Port is 0-2 so far, so they'll be looking to, you know, maybe look at going for the cup this year, which is what Steve Brockway's talking to me about this year.
Yeah, Steve's great. He's one of those champions, male champions of the women's game. Does a really lot of work. They've got a schedule from hell. They played on the weekend. They're playing again now, and they're playing on Friday night because Anzac Day is on Sunday. And of course, as you know, a lot of Defence Force personnel in the Port Darwin squad, as well as the coach himself, who has a long day starting at 3 in the morning on that day. So they wanted to push it back to Friday night, which is where we would normally not put a team straight after a midweek game. But they're up for it, as you said, a couple of times. So we look forward to seeing how that plays out. If you just joined us, we hope that the sides are going to stay on the way they actually lined up. And there's some really interesting players. One I want to mention from Port Darwin straight away is July So. Don't know if you've seen her. She's the smallest player out there, but she has 3 engines, and they all go. And she's been a real revelation in this early part of the Women's Premier League. So look out for her. She's got the long ponytail, July So. And on the Yapas side, Brianna Trappett has made her presence felt in the midfield wearing number 3. And we see how she goes tonight. We have the NT Yapas subs heading to the bench. Want to wish our match officials all the best. It's not often you get to be in the first, and they're in the first as well, those three. So I know they'll join that. There's a couple of people there in your NTC program as well, mate. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. All right. Let's just talk a little bit about football. You have seen both sides. Let's just talk about the Yapas. Their commencement of the series has been, of the Women's Premier League, has been really good. A lot of possession football. Their new coach, Andre Camero, has really stressed how important first touch is.
Yeah, again, they're looking great. I mean, 2 wins from 2 so far. So just seeing them last night, I mean, I popped in and just watched them train last night, and you can see the confidence in the players. Confidence is sky high. The girls are all around each other, getting them motivated as well. They know it's a big game tonight, but again, it's only so they were talking to them last night. They were saying it's still early in the season. It's only 2 games in, and they don't want to get carried away as well. So in terms of confidence, yep, we're talking about the Yapas. The Yapas will be there in terms of confidence, but you always see upsets in cup matches. We know that.
Oh yeah. You've been involved in a few of them too. And to your point about getting ahead of yourself, there's always a cliff waiting for you, straight over the top. I'm sure Andre and his team there, Rachel and Nick, will have them ready, meaning the NT Yapas, as will Steve and his team have the Port Darwin side ready. It's been too many sleeps waiting for this. It's been like 4 years since I got here, so excited. I wish them all the best. If you've just joined us, Port Darwin in their traditional claret and blue will run from left to right on your screens. Assistant referees in place. Referees check with the keepers. We're underway. Whistle goes. Nice strong whistle too. Pitch looks good.
Yeah, it's in great nick. Actually, the young boys were on there tonight, the young NTC boys, and very, very lucky to be training on such facilities. So again, credit to yourself, Bruce, and getting the pitch to where it is, because I call it world-class facilities.
Yeah, and it's we've had a world-class wet season too, which helps. And there's still a little bit more wet to go, even though the dragonflies are out and about and the black and brown hawks. Still a bit more water to come, but then we'll be into our perennial dry season, which will be fantastic. That's Jade Archer, who's been so busy, number 4 for the Yapas, puts a nice ball through to an overlapping Zielinski. And a little battle here between one of the best players in the Port Darwin side. She's really excelled. She'll take this set kick. She got a throw in now. That's Whittle. Rare. No, she got it back again. That's like 4 touches in a row. And as I said, she's a great young player for Port Darwin. Kitsos, number 9, puts the ball through to Archer, who's playing really forward in this game, and that's nice work from the keeper. And the keeper for Port Darwin tonight is Chloe Cage-Pearson. Chloe's give her a task, she'll do it. Plays defence, midfield, plays on the wing, and now in goals tonight, and she'll certainly keep them honest. Was with Uni Azuri last year, Chloe, and now a resident of Port Darwin. Steve really happy to have her in the squad.
And just looking at both teams, the way they've set up tonight, I've just looked at in terms of Andre Camero, the way he's set up for the Yapas. He's obviously playing a traditional 4-1-3.
Yep.
So again, he's got one sitter in Jacinta Missop that will just sit in front of the back 4 and look to play. So looking okay there. And then he's obviously got Kat Kitsos just playing right through the middle up top. So she's very good in creating things, and there's a great through ball straight away to Jade Archer.
Absolutely. Jade Archer's on the rush now towards goal. Good defence. And that's the player I mentioned to you early. July. So, see how quick she is and determined. You thought Jade was away then, Archer, but she came back, climbed back, and won the ball. So brought that to a raid to a close, but there's about to start again with a throw-in. Kitsos on the ball. Katerina. Lovely work from her. She'll put a decent ball in too, as usual. There it is. There's an opportunity. There it is again, and kept away by the keeper. And a shot from Archer from outside the area. And again, cleared away by Port Darwin. Ball's run off the Port Darwin there, but there's 3 ricochets and 3 opportunities on goal then for the Yapas. Came to naught, but they still have the ball.
Again, just looking at Port Darwin, they'll make it very difficult when you come, when they try to come through the middle of the park, and you can see the Yappers straight away looking to use Kitsos on the right-hand side just to try and get crosses in and so forth. So here's a good little attack now on the left-hand side for Port Darwin.
Yeah, good ball from Olivia Fletcher out there. And now look at the number plate of that player. It's always difficult when it's that far away from me, Johnny. And particularly when she's playing such good footy, but face on, and we can't see the number plate. That's Brianna Travitt, who we mentioned earlier, who will control a lot of the play out of the midfield with Jacinta Missop. Put a ball through to Kitsos and Archer then for the Yappers, but cleared up really effectively by Port Darwin. Now they're in trouble because she's back on the ball. She'll turn this in. There's got to be someone flowing through. It's a little too narrow this time and easily accounted for by Kate Pearson. For Port Darwin, the keeper, it's 4 minutes on the Northcrest scoreboard. Thank you, McDonald's, for their sponsorship and support of the women's game in 2021 and 22. We really appreciate their support. Such a major brand to have committed to the women's game here in the Northern Territory. Plenty of talk out there, John. Which what you want to hear?
Yeah, and again, we spoke about it in the pre-match, Bruce, in terms of players being up for it. A lot of chat in the dugout.
Yes.
And obviously continue it on the pitch, which is great. But again, as the game's gone, I know we're only 5 minutes in, but you can just see that certain gaps are starting to appear in Port Darwin's defence there. But they've been pretty good so far in terms of holding them out. So it's been positive. Steve would be very, very happy.
5 minutes have passed. Whittle with the ball with a throw-in. This one comes over, little header back trying to find Pierre Kolakis. Now Pierre's on the ball. She'll be the distributor from the midfield, number 10 for Port Darwin. Great on the ball.
Great to see her back as well playing. I think she had a year off last year. So
yeah, we missed her. She's really, really all poised when she has the ball at her feet and distributes usually the right way. And she did on that occasion. Offside for Port Darwin. And I noticed they've got Brooke Fraser up front too, number 9. Brooke was captain on the weekend. Now she's in that position up front. You can see what Cage Pearson can do with just one step and kick. Put that 45 metres up the pitch. It's good to see a number of players out there, John, that haven't featured or in reserve grade getting their opportunity. And it's good to see the captain, Vanessa, out there for Port Darwin. Didn't see her on the weekend. That's Vanessa Chinchillo.
Great turn there.
Now we're talking about Kolakis on the ball. She goes across. That is the captain, I think, on the ball there. Yes, no, it's number 6. Yes, it is the captain. My apologies. Comes back to Whittle. Whittle will play back to the keeper. Swings on the run around. Nice header in to Kolakis. Gets a run. Sees the call. She knows she's still there. They'll go there by 2 passes. Interception by Machini, number 10 for the Yappers. Pulls that to an end. Now they go over the top. And Jenna Machini pushes wide. Got some good pace. And she'll just take that out of play.
Again, positive there from Port Darwin. Again, trying stringing some passes there in the middle. You've got Kolakis there pulling the strings, which is... Again, you give her time on the ball, Bruce, and she can be very, very effective. And we know she's technically very good, but can see a pass as well.
And she'll try and find Nick McMurray, number 11, on this right side. We've got a sub already. I'm just trying to see who came from the field. It's Georgia Lukow. It's gone on, number 8. It's 17, so early moves. That's Michelle Slawinski. She's had to come from the pitch. She's grabbed an injury in 7 minutes of football. That's disappointing for her. It gives Georgia an opportunity, number 8. Just in the missile, moving across the pitch. Brianna Travitt now. She goes wide looking for Archer. And then comes So. That'll be a battle all night if they stay in those positions. Nice work from Jade Archer putting a ball through. No look pass.
And Port Down will be happy with that in terms of they're doing enough just to force that mistake. And I mean every time they've chosen that option, the Yappers have chosen to go forward with that direct ball. It's always had numbers for Port Down there, which is comfortable. So Steve would be happy so far.
One of those numbers is Grace Doty too, number 5. Centre back for Uni Azuri last year, now in that position. On the ball there now and winning a throw for her side in the central defensive position. To your point, they're holding strong there, John.
And again, great pick up there from Port. Speaking of Grace, we had the pleasure of seeing her at Zurich last year, which she done extremely well. So you know what you're going to get with Grace. She's one of those players going to give 150%, and she's playing in the centre defence tonight, and she's going to give Kat Kettis a very
hard time
tonight.
Yeah, exactly. Trappard, she'll have a shot from there, I know her. Yep, she does. And that's wide of the mark. But a positive move from her on the ball. As a coach, John, you'd like this in. There's got to be someone flowing through.
Yeah, exactly. Again, we know she does have it in her locker. I mean, the first 2 games I've seen of her this year, she's looking very, very good. So, love to see players having a shot from outside the box.
And if you just joined us, this is the FNT Women's Challenge Cup, midweek knockout competition. First game, first year of this competition. So excited to bring it to you. Hope you're enjoying the live streaming and whatever screens you're watching on it. This is knockout football. One will go home and one will go to the second round. $3,000 up for grabs for the winners of this competition. The runners-up get $1,000, and there's some really good individual prizes, for best player during the series, best player during the final, and of course the perennial goal of the series. But I wanted to make sure there was one in there for the saves. We've got some great keepers in the women's game. So that's all up for grabs this year. Of course, next year they will get to play the winners of Queensland, and then hopefully we get West Australia up next year as well. There'll be 3 of us in the North Australian Cup. That's the plan for women in this midweek knockout comp.
Exciting times ahead. Again, we talk about the women's game and how it's grown, and I mean, FA Cup football in the Northern Territory, speaking to you previously about Queensland as well.
Yeah.
And wouldn't be surprised if most of the other states get it going as well. So,
they will.
What the players want. So,
yeah, we need to have we essentially need to have a national competition like the men, and we need to have the W League teams involved as well. So that, teams like this can have aspiration to play against Sydney FC or Western Sydney Wanderers or, Melbourne City. W League teams, which would be a real buzz for everybody playing women's football around the country. At the moment, at the 11-minute mark, we have a throw-in in the deep defensive third of Port Darwin. They still have the ball. Take another opportunity, trying to find Kalakis. It'll be pushed around her, and here's danger. Missop's going to have a shot from distance. Grace Doty gets in the way. And it's a loose ball, unfortunately, from Kalakis. Don't normally see that. And there's another one from the Yappers. So this is an advantage now. Pushed out by Fraser. The sprint's on. That looks like Kathleen Raymond out there. She'll turn on the left and go. Keeper has to come out and does. Strong work from the keeper.
Again, that's what you want your wingers to be doing. Very, very direct there, Kath. Put the pedal down, and when she got 1v1, there was only one thing in her mind, and that was to take on her last defenders. Just a bit unlucky there with her last touch there, where just put it too much in front of her, and the keeper came and collected it.
Yeah,
but positive signs from Port.
Absolutely. There are 2 players that love with the ball at their feet, Misob and Sigakol, and then our unleashed Georgia Lukau, who's got a left foot you wouldn't believe. There he goes across goal, looking for Misob on the run. It's good from the Yappers, promising from them as well. We'll mention the keeper, Shana Edwards, for the Yappers too. Shana, well known in sporting circles in town, AFL W player, plays lots of sports, and with the Yappers in goal tonight as a custodian. And that's really exciting news for them. Right, 13 minutes about to go across on the Northcrest scoreboard. There's the captain, Rachel Henderson, for the Yappers, and Pierre Kalakis clearing up there. The ball goes well over the top of McMurray. He'll still go for the chase. Machini will try and clear it out. And it'll roll just over the edge of the sideline. Throw in from Missop. To Missop. Now it is Henderson, Rachel, the captain. She goes across to Trappett. Trappett goes wider to Ashley Yanna. It's good to see Ashley getting a starting lineup, John. Usually comes on as a sub.
Yeah, again, great to see her starting
confidence.
Yeah, starting at right back as well. And again, she played a number of games last year. She was there or thereabouts in terms of coming into the squad, and it's great to see her again starting tonight in cup football.
One of the good things about your job as technical director, you see the development over the years, and particularly what happens across summer. Some of them come back taller, stronger, more enthusiastic. Our summer, of course, is the wet season. Kalakis with a shot from distance. One bounce into the lime green kit of Edwards, the keeper for the Yapas.
Yeah, you'll be amazed what a whole year of football does, whether you're either playing or you're involved in a senior setup, the confidence that it gives you year in, year out. And then again, just looking at her body language last night at training, I mean, it's like she's come out of her shell and she's up for it this year. She wants to get into that starting 11, and she's doing well so far.
Right here with a raid from Port Darwin. They've been really enterprising on the left-hand side. Ball comes in. This time comfortably taken by the keeper. But let's talk about the impact that Kathleen Raymond's having out there, John, number 7. She had the ball a couple of times. She's got away from her with her first touch, but she'll be dangerous. Now we're down the other end. This is going to fall short. Can Archer get to it? Or will Grace Doty get there? Archer does, but it falls for Doty. And Doty moves forward. Miss Hobbs says, I'm having none of that. But that's going to come off. Too powerful intervention. It'll go over the sideline here on the grandstand side. Let's remember, it's knockout football, midweek, FNT Women's Challenge Cup, round 1, game 1, first time. Historic for all these players, match officials, everyone here tonight, the spectators, which are growing in numbers, midweek. People heading from their own training sessions and work to Larrakia Park, Darwin Football Stadium. I want to acknowledge the Larrakia elders past, present and emerging and their custodial rights on the land, sea and air of this beautiful part of the world. Here's a chance for Brooke Fraser. That's nice play from the Yapas there. You'd like that, John, playing out the back. You'd also like that intervention from number 8, Olivia Fletcher. Looks busy.
Yeah, they've showed that urgency up front in terms of the way they're pressing. I think it's
great.
It's a ploy from Steve tonight, where pressing the defence and forced a couple of mistakes. Just unlucky not to transition into something to attack.
We'll see if that comes. Teresa or Margie Sigakol there up against the captain. For Port Darwin, which is Chinchillo. Vanessa.
Good ball there.
It is a good ball from Machini. Another interesting one over the top for Edwards. It's a chase now. Cage Pearson comes out. The ball's gone free. It cleared up really effectively by someone who's also impressed in that central defensive role, Jordan McCracken, number 4 for Port Darwin. Coaches everywhere in the grandstand as well.
Don't you love it?
This has been a really entertaining 17 minutes. And that whole sort of, pre-game, see if you can make something, find an opportunity. It's playing out well for both sides. I'd say no side's had the advantage over the other at this stage. They like coming down the left-hand side, don't they, Port?
Yep. Again.
There's July So with a nice one over the top. If she can find McMurray, turns on it, back to the left foot. There's the dangerous pair. Kalakis puts a lovely ball through to Fraser. Fraser goes back to Kalakis if you can get onto this. And McMurray comes in. And it'll fall for Edwards. I like the way Steve Rockway, their coach, has set this team up, John.
Yeah, they look in terms of a lot of the players know their roles and responsibility tonight. It just looks like they conceded a few goals on the weekend. Here's a breakaway now for the Yapas.
Strap it. She's got pace and she's got a good kick on her. She takes the shot. And a lovely save from Cage Pearson. Well done by Chloe. All in pink for the Port Darwin side. Really good run from Brianna Trappett. She'll be feeling that though.
What a run! Here's a breakaway now for the Yapas. Just watching the way she does things.
She's kick on her.
She's one of those players that's very dynamic, very powerful, and just watching her the way she just went past players. Great to see.
Right, McMurray with the ball. Now Kitson steals it. Kitsos looks up. It was the right idea, but there was an idea that was only shared by Katerina, and Missop was not up for that one. But you can see what they're going to try and do: run space, run the angle, and try and put your ghost and shadow in behind your defenders.
And it was great. It was great the way Kitsos just held it up too, Bruce. Yep. It was great. She didn't overplay it. She waited for the right moment. They just weren't on the same page with Jacinta there.
And nice work from Sigakol, number 11 for the Yapas. But only as far as the throw in about halfway line, where Whittle will get us restarted. And she does that, number 2 for Port Darwin. They're running from left to right on your screen in their traditional claret and blue. That one's gone out of play. So we'll come back here for a Yapas throw. And this is the FNT Women's Challenge Cup knockout football midweek. This is round 1, game 1, and the first time ever we've presented the competition. So historic in all levels. Jenna Machini now with the ball. Left back for the Yapas. Kalakis gets in there early, pushes that one down, trying to find McMurray. And it's foot race now. Archer, number 4. And Jordan McCracken, number 4. Cleared away by the keeper. And it's July So. Miss Opper's busy. You got to applaud her for that work, John. She went through it. That was effort number 7. Unbelievable. Archer needs to make this connection. Tries to push around McCracken, but can't do that on this occasion. Good, solid defensive work from the number 4 for Port Darwin.
Have another sub as well, Bruce.
Yep, early on. George Lukau didn't expect to be coming on. He's going to go from the field. Her replacement is number 6, Tony Henderson. Young kid for young kid.
Yeah, again, and it gets younger and younger again. And again, seeing Tani tonight on the pitch, another player that can play any position as well. So
been in goals recently. Missed up with the left foot shot, takes it. Hope she hasn't hurt herself there. Walked away from that gingerly, but covered really expertly by the keeper for Port Darwin. No scorers yet on the North Crest scoreboard. This is 21 minutes past in this first half. Of course, if there's no result at the end of 90 plus, we will go to extra time. Good work for Imogen Briston.
Yeah, showed her experience there. Play any position as well. So
recently. Missed up with the left shot. Put that left foot shot though. This will be the very first corner of the match.
And Kathleen's looked lively out there tonight, Bruce. Again, everything that in terms of attacking, it's come from the left-hand side of Port Darwin tonight. Yep. So, player to watch.
Absolutely. Can't see who's run out to take this one. There's Kalakis running out for a short corner. I think it's Brooke Fraser. Referee doesn't like what she's seen. She wants it again. No, she's seen an offside or something has happened. Again, don't ask me. I'm not up on the rules. Well, it's fallen the way of the Yapas, whatever it was. 22 minutes have passed on this first half of the very first game in the FNT Women's Challenge Cup. Port Darwin running from left to right on your screens. In possession. Turn and push through. Headed away by Briston. Sigakol showing some skills, but pass misdirected. Brianna Trappett in defence this time. He's been everywhere. Nice work from who else? Pierre Kalakis.
She's been everywhere tonight.
Yeah. Roving passport. Just keep stamping it. What are passports? Remember them?
Oh, yeah.
We used to travel.
Oh, jeez.
I
Don't get
think
me
of
started on
COVID.
that, Bruce.
Yeah, exactly. You'd used to be in the Greek Islands now, wouldn't you? Enjoying the sunshine. Anyhow, here we go. Away from Briston. Finds Archer. Comes off Archer's shins. July So in there, like she will do. She picks the crumbs up. Gives it back to her football team. Tony Henderson in there. Nice little back pass. Now over the top and the run's on. Kitsos unfortunately came to ground. And Archer trails in behind them. Port Darwin's pretty much worked this Yappa over the top.
It's like Steve done his homework over the weekend, and again, I think the first thing he wanted to see was a reaction from his players, and boy, we've seen it so far.
There's Ashley Yama with a nice throw. Ball's over the play. Pick up another one. Ball's out of play, I meant to say, and out over the fence. Right, can the Yappas take this set opportunity from the throw-in to progress further down the pitch? Archer over the top trying to find Sigurkol. Chest down, passed on to Kitsos. Kitsos beaten. Yana in there to clear up. Nice work from her second effort. Henderson, good work from Tani. Goes to her sister Rachel. Now Machini goes inside looking for Missop. Can't find her. Now Machini's have to get back to the pace of the kid. And she's got Brooke Fraser chasing her down for Port Darwin. Nice work from Jenna. Now she needs somebody. She's going to say, your chance, Tani. Now it's a race. Tani Henderson, those long, loping strides. Turns it on the inside. Good defence work from Whittle. Just kept a line, kept in between goal and the player. Sigurkol with an opportunity now. Can't get that away because the captain's in there clearing that up. Captain for Port Darwin, that is. And nice work from Chincholo.
And that's one thing we've seen tonight from Port Darwin, Bruce, is that urgency to get back and defend in numbers. And they've done it for 25 minutes now, and it's a ploy that's working, and you can see that the Yappas are starting to get a little bit frustrated.
Again, down that, almost the left flank. Now it's down the middle. Keeper comes out for the Yappas and clears that up, trying to find Machini, but will only find McMurray. Now Kalakis on the ball. She'll push one through the McMurray on the overlap. Captain Henderson there, turns on the inside. Body check, puts it out of play.
Yeah, showed her experience there in terms of she knew she actually went into a player there and made the wrong decision, but again, used her body well and got out of trouble.
Well, I thank our sponsors too, John, as I said, McDonald's, for supporting women's and football, women and girls football this year and next year. Also, Ward Keller, the Territory Law Firm, for your personal and business dispute resolution experts. Thank you to the Ward Keller team for coming on board and supporting women's football as well. And the number for that is 1-800 978 360. Right, Maggie Sigurkol, or Teresa, nicknamed Margie to all the players. That's better from the Yappas. Nice interplayer passing, good possession. This next one from Yanna's Key. It's a through ball. Archer chases. And effectively she can keep this in. But she does. Needs some support. And good defensive check and block from the Port Darwin.
And that's what they've done all night so far, Bruce. You know, they're putting their body on the line, last ditch tackles, sorry. It's you can see that urgency from Port Darwin tonight.
It's a waste of ball there, unfortunately. And we're going to come some distance back for the Yappas to restart again. Yanna with the ball.
It was a great matchup for us tonight. Sigurkol and Kalakis.
Yes.
Again, very surprised to see Maggie playing in a defensive role tonight. We know she loves to get forward and she creates a lot of opportunities when she does play in higher up the pitch. So, interesting ploy there tonight from Andre.
Probably seen the danger that's present in Kalakis, and also has the opportunity to push her forward later on. At the moment, to Johnny Tambouris's expert eye, playing more of a defensive role tonight. We're talking about number 11 for the NT Yapas. Margie Sigurcole. Right, corner kick. Brianna Travitt will take this, it looks like. Yep. Rachel Henderson moving forward. Players taking this opportunity to get some deep breaths of air in. Still around 28 degrees, as it always is in Darwin in the end or closing ends of the wet season. A little bit of breeze, not much. Called a zephyr, John, coming in from the north-northwest. But at least it's there. Well, it's certainly up here in the grandstand. I don't know about on the pitch. Right, Trappett has the ball. What will she do? No scorers yet. This is the FNT Women's Challenge Cup. It's a good ball. Just misdirected on this occasion. Would have fallen really dangerously had it been another metre into the pitch. But actually was outside the goal line. So a restart for Chloe Cage-Pearson, all in pink for the Port Darwin side. They're running from left to right on your screens. And they played against the Yapas on the weekend and now featuring again on a Wednesday night midweek knockout football. Grace Doty trying to find McMurray. Falls to the captain. That's a lovely ball in. Tried to clear it off this time, but you can see what she's trying to do. The Henderson sisters have the ball. Goes back to Rachel, the eldest, and the captain. Nice ball to Machine. He turns. But nice work from Olivia Fletcher. Has been everywhere. Edwards with the ball. You can hear the coach exhorting his players to do more. Port Darwin I'm talking about, and they have done more. They've been really good, John, in this 30 minutes.
Exactly. Again, we spoke about the urgency levels, Bruce, and will they be up for it? Obviously, going down to them on the weekend in the league. So, again, he wanted a reaction from his players. I think he's got that reaction, and as the game's going on, you can see they're growing in confidence as well. So they're starting to string more passes in the middle of the park. They're starting to create chances, and the more it goes on like this, I think Port Darwin will be in with a shout tonight.
Couldn't agree more, and they've also this performance has forced changes, tactical changes from Andre Camaro, the coach for Yapas. He's moved Tony Henderson into the centre and Kitsos out to the left flank. Jade Archer still on the right side at the moment. Let's see if that's changed. There's Tony Henderson, the aforementioned one in the middle there. She'll get a corner kick. So on this occasion, it looks like it'll be taken by Jacinta Missop. We'll trap it, number 8, staying in that dangerous area in front of goal. Number 3, sorry, not 8, for the Yapas. She got punted after that ball went out of play. Missop said, I'll take this. Let's see where she puts hers. Jacinta for the Yapas moves in.
She's quite consistent in her deliveries.
Oh, yeah,
Here's
it's a
another
lovely
good
ball.
ball in.
Finds Trappett. He puts a boot to it, but it's going to fall the way of Port Darwin. Cleaned up again by Missop, who does the extra work. Sigurcole on the ball now, goes back to Missop, and collision of players there, so it's come out favourably for Port Darwin. And can they make something of this? There's an opportunity here. Fraser with the ball, goes back to Kalakis, pushes wide for an unrushing left-hand side winger who's done a little bit of that tonight, Kathleen Raymond. Like what we're seeing from Port Darwin so far. 32nd minute past. Northcrest scoreboard, no scorers yet. No real shots in anger either yet, John.
No, again, not many of both goalkeepers haven't really been tested so far tonight, Bruce. So, again, positive from both coaches. Both coaches will be happy with that, but you'd think, getting a couple of shots on goals and testing the goalkeepers.
Well, let's just see, John, if there's a test coming up. Kitsos turns on the inside, but just nice work from Will. Just calm, the way she put herself between the player and the goal and just stole the ball.
Yeah, and again, great skill to get out of trouble there as well.
It's Nikita Murray on the ball, goes back to Niam Whittle. Nice intervention by the captain. Tries to find Sigurcole and does. She goes to Brianna Trappett in the middle. Trappett goes over the top looking for a run from Sigurcole, and Teresa obliges. Ball falls nicely for her. So she got options. Goes crossfield to Missop, and she'll make the run in. Turns on the left foot. She can shoot from either foot. She'll go to goal. She's got Archer on the far side. She looks for her. Archer's there. Archer takes the shot. And she's, on this occasion, pushed it wide. Enterprising play. She'll go to goal. She's got Archer on the far side. She looks for her. Archer's there. Archer takes the
just that burst out of midfield, trying to make things happen in that final third, and got past one, got past two, squared it across, and Jade Archer just missed with her finish there.
Kalakis on the ball. McMurray will do the run. And Henderson will go back to the keeper, Shana Edwards. She tries to find a play, but this occasion finds Port Darwin, but Brianna Trappett in there so quickly to clean that up. Still with the ball. Nice little interplay between those two players. Comes back for Yana. Yana goes to Trappett. Trappett, first touch, not her best, which gives the ball away to the Claret and Blues. Yana has time.
Well done.
Goes to Missop. Nice play. Again, good intervention from Kalakis. Trying to push one over the top for the on-rushing Jade Archer. Cleaned up really effectively by me, McCracken. Number 4 for, and there goes July So. Nice work from her. See how she cleaned that up and put that opportunity. That ball been more direct and down the line, there would have been away again, Port Darwin.
She looks very, very quick as well.
Yes, she is. And she's that pace at the beginning and the end of the game.
Here we go.
Right, here's a chance for Archer. She has Sigurcole on the inside. She goes over the top. Goes for an early shot. Probably would have held that ball a bit longer, John.
Yeah, again, I should be disappointed that effort. Obviously had a lot of space to probably run into.
Right, here's a chance for Archer.
Keep the ball there, but decided
she has
to try
Sigurcole on the inside. She goes over the top.
Again, just her awareness there to maybe take an extra touch or two to get closer to goal.
Right, Cage Pearson on the ball. Looking for some runners, she's saying. Come on, give me somebody. She's going to go over the top. She did find someone. There's a bit of pressure if Kitsock gets there first, and she does. Katerina has an opportunity to go over the ball. She does that as well and gets a return throw-in. Machini will come up and take that. No, she's going to go ahead earlier with it, trying to find Henderson. This ball falls out for Kalakis. She'll hold it up, look for an opportunity. Machini gets in early. That was meant for McMurray. Rachel Henderson apologising for that loose pass. Kitsos has time, pushes it forward. Is the run? Sigurcole's there. Can she get there? No. Cage Pearson does.
Yeah, and again, well done
nice
there, coming off the line. Yeah, she's been a rock so far, and she's come out a couple of times and cleared her line. So,
and not normally in that position, goalkeeping, but as we said, John, she's jack of all trades. Jill of all trades, as we should be saying. Or rather, we should be saying. Time pushes it forward. Is the run. Sigurcole's there. Can she get there? Really competent. We're going to have a sub early. You'll like this. Is this Olivia coming from the pitch? Good on you. If it is, Olivia Fletcher, I think it is, the youngster. Well played. A good 36 minutes, and her replacement is probably even younger, if that's possible. That's Erin Gould,
great
15.
shift.
So you've had a lot to do with Erin in the National Training Centre setup.
Yeah, great to see her again playing in the middle of the park. Young talent, obviously coming through the ranks now. It's only 14, which is great to see her playing senior women's football. But she's good enough, Bruce. So it's great to see her out there.
Couldn't agree more. We make mention of Olivia Fletcher too. A great little effort from her. Nice work from Henderson. Rachel, the captain of the Yapas, running right to left on your screen in their traditional brown and black in the Indigenous design. Of course, the NT Yapas, the only Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander team playing in the Premier League in Australia. That ball will run out harmlessly into the Bendigo Bank sign. Supporter of Litchfield, who featured here on Sunday in the Women's Premier League. But tonight, it's the FNT Women's Challenge Cup. No scorers yet. Coming up to the 38 minutes. Been really entertaining for neutrals. It's been end-to-end stuff. Keepers, as you said, John, haven't really had to parry a shot away as yet. But it may come in the next 7 minutes. We'll see. Good intervention by McMurray. Only as far as Missob. She goes over the top trying to find Yana. Yana now has an opportunity to go downfield, but it'll beat her, come off her right boot and over the sideline and run into the North Crest scoreboard side. July So with the ball. Not a lot of her, but a really effective player. So I think that's about 3 balls over that side now. July can't see the ball further down. The assistant referee has. It's funny, staff disappear when the ball goes on that side. Always going, where are they? But they always disappear. Always doing something when it's a walk of about 300 metres to go and get the ball. All right. Imogen Briston with a high as well, long kick there. Pretty much equidistant in terms of height and length. Can Yana get them underway here with this throw-in? Got to find a Yapa player. And here we go. Jade Archer on a run. So in behind her. Turns the ball early across. Cage Pearson will clear it up. And does so. Doesn't even put a step to it and pumps it 40 metres down pitch. Fletcher Henderson with a good header. Bit of head tennis happening. Tony Henderson will turn. Nice work from her. Now she's on a run. Doty chasing. Henderson turns in. Looks for another opportunity. Waiting for some support. There it is. Now she finds Kitsos on the ball. Kitsos not moving quick. I don't know if she's fit tonight. She doesn't seem to be moving as quickly as she normally does. Maybe carrying an injury.
Yeah, saw her just previously, just having a chat to her coach on the sideline there. Hopefully it's not too serious.
Lovely work from Sigga Cole. Making an opportunity. Takes the shot. Is a chance. Oh my goodness, Archer. She'll be so disappointed in that. 100 times out of 100, Jada put that away. Sigga Cole. Making an opportunity. Takes the shot. It's a chance.
Yeah, again, that's her second effort tonight. And I think she'd be disappointed with that one.
Yeah, I think so. But we'll make mention of the great lead-up work from Sigga Cole to put that ball across the goal and an opportunity for them. One goes begging, 40-minute mark. Still 0-0. Port Darwin versus the NT Yapas. This is the FNT Women's Challenge Cup. Midweek knockout football. Missob on the ball. Goes to Trappett. Trappett's going to have a shot from distance and does that. Well and truly over goal. Over the fence as well. Got any balls left? One should come from under the grandstand.
Lovely work from
Sigga Cole. Here it comes. Making an opportunity. Takes the shot. There's a chance. Oh, my goodness. You can hear Steve Brockway, their coach for Port Darwin, exhorting the girls to give just more and more. There's only 4 minutes of time to go in this regulation period. Don't think there'll be time added on. You never know. That's McCracken. She goes down the line, but it goes over the line. So Yana will get a chance to restart for the Yapas, the right back. No movement as yet. Now it comes. Who's she going to go to? Trappett moves. Archer's still there. Misop as well. She goes to Misop. Misop collects the ball. She gets a little hello in the back from the captain, Vanessa, from Port Darwin.
We haven't seen many free kicks tonight, so
no.
This is probably the first of the first, I guess. I haven't seen one tonight, so...
You're our stats man, so
yep, so...
There it goes, over the top. It's right for... Oh, my goodness, who was that off the top of? Sigga Cole. And Margie in the stage.
Yep, so... Just watching Margie now. I think Jacinta's now dropped into the holding role, and she's pushed up just behind Kat Kitsos playing that number 10 role. So
yeah. And we've got Tony Henderson back out to the left. So they're trying things. The Yapas trying to mix it up front. So the defenders are looking and searching for their own player. It's gone over the top of Missop's head, glanced and rolled forward or backwards to Port Darwin. Ball still with the Yapas. There's an opportunity on the counter. Can they get the ball? Port Darwin. Henderson. Captain plays it back comfortably to Shana Edwards. Whoops. Jenna Machini puts one across. I know she was trying to do, but this is going to unleash busy number 7 for Port Darwin. It's Raymond.
Yeah, again, saw the keeper off a line, tried that cheeky little chip there, but keeper was alert and got back as quickly as she could.
Nice pass from Gould to Kalakis, who's going to have a shot from that distance. You can see why, where the keeper was. But Sean Edwards clears that up for her into Yapa's side. Henderson back. Machini. Nice little interplay between them. Tony Henderson still on the ball. She'll go for a run here and does. Puts the ball down the line to Kitsos. Well played. Kitsos turns in. Sees Archer, but just puts the pass straight to a Port Darwin player. Sigurcole with it. Trappett's in front of her. So is Missop. She goes to her. Now Trappett has it. Trappett puts it on to Sigurcole. Nice interplay. Maggie then pushes it, well, out wide to on little fleet forward Tani Henderson. And she steps over. She needs some support. She gets it now from Sigurcole. Nice tackle from Gould. Paul Missile picks it up. Backs it back to Machine. And Machine goes back to Rachel Henderson. Will go all the way back to the keeper. No, she's going to turn it on the inside. Saw the danger. And we'll put it out of play. Good press. There's a great example of Port Darwin.
Exactly.
Just then.
Exactly. We're talking about 1%ers, Bruce, and getting in players' faces and making those last-ditch tackles and pressing. And you can see Steve on the sideline cheering, getting his players to go. And yeah, it's confidence is high, and you can just see that they're in this game tonight.
Absolutely. Whittle with the throw in. Kalakis with the ball goes back to Whittle. Whittle will go long legs running down that side, turns it in, but Tony Henderson's up to it. Good work from the youngster. This is impressive since she's got on. Wants the ball. Confidence is high and she's getting involved. Doing a little boot repair at the moment. And Gould will run through another substitute. This time for Port Darwin and take the corner kick, it seems. Confidence for the youngster. 14-year-old on the ball for this corner kick. And have seen her do some pretty crazy things from that position, so we'll see what happens on this occasion, whether it's just straight to a player or she tries to get into the goal from there. She'll go across the goal, yep, with the right foot, cleared away by the captain for the Yapas. And there goes the whistle for half-time. That 45 minutes went real quick, and that is the FNT Women's Challenge Cup first half. The score is NT Yapas 0, Port Darwin also 0 on the Northcrest scoreboard. We'll take a short break and then we'll pick apart or unpack that first half where Port Darwin have really shown determination and effort and pressure and pressure and pressure and pressure. And I'm sure their coach will want to see more of that in the second half. My name is Bruce Stalder. John Tambouris, expert analyst tonight. We'll be back shortly, as I said, and unpack this first half. Well, it's half time here at the FNT Women's Challenge Cup, and if you just saw the highlights, you would have seen an incredibly strong pressing game from Port Darwin. John Tambouris, that first half, if you were Steve Brockway, the coach of Port Darwin, you'd be happy.
Definitely. Again, we spoke about players, seeing a response from the players. Obviously, going down to the Yapas on the weekend in the league. So, again, watching them today, you could see Steve's done his homework, and the players are up for it tonight. So this could go either way tonight, Bruce.
And when we talk about coaches' battle at the moment, so Steve's got them pressing, looking to cut off, and if that's through balls direct like that, they'll just cover it all day as they have been doing. And when I say the through ball from Yapas, if you're Andre, the coach of Yapas, what are you going to try and do to get around what you saw in that first half?
Again, when the Yappers go forward, when they play through the middle and there's that combination play in the middle of the park and in that forward third, they do very, very well and they create chances. When they seem to go more direct, it looks like Steve Brockway's done his homework and the players actually sitting off and reading it, and players are getting there and clearing it. So at the moment, every time the Yappers are doing that, they're playing into Steve Brockway and Port Darwin's hands. So I'm thinking the Yappers coach and Andre will change things in the second half in terms of not going as direct, because every time they went wide, they created stuff. So I'm looking to see more of that in the second half.
Well, you saw Port Darwin go down the left flank really effectively with the number 7, and you also had Pierre Kolakis in the middle. You mentioned about a personal battle between her and Sigurkol, both great people on the ball. They did have a little personal battle in there. So did Jade Archer with McCracken. Down here you had Whittle and Henderson, and then Whittle and Kitsos. Lovely little interplays in there, and good to see the youngsters out there getting into it.
Again, yeah, great. And we speak about Tani, how she's so mobile and she can play in many positions. She played goalkeeper, she can play anywhere. Seeing Erin Gould come on tonight as well in the second half, that's obviously great to see young Erin come in. So again, seeing these young players getting the opportunity to play in terms of in the cup is great. So that will only do their confidence a world of good. I'm expecting fireworks second half. I think both teams are going to press, and hopefully we see a couple of goals.
John Tambouris there with the expert unpacking of the first half. 45 minutes to go of time added. If we don't have a result, we'll then go to extra time. If we don't have extra time, we go to shootout. So it could be a long night. You never know. But at this stage, 0-0 on the Northcrest scoreboard. This is the first game ever of the FNT Women's Challenge Cup. So historic, so good you can join us, and we thank you so much for your support of the women's game. We'll take a short break and we'll be back with what John has just described as a pretty epic second half is what we expect. And we're underway in this 45 minutes of the second half. And we hope to see... Well, we will see a result, John. That's the whole point of knockout football. We may go to extra time. We may go to penalty kick shootout. But at this stage, 14 seconds into the second half, it's where we started off before ball interchanging between both teams. All in, could have blanket over most of them at the moment and get them all. Missob running through the middle, playing a little bit further back in this time. Nice work again from the captain for Port Darwin. Got in there and put Missob off the run. Been really liking what Vanessa Cincillo does. As it does with that right back you mentioned earlier, John, to Trappett. Whittle. She's very good.
Pretty similar to the first half, or the way the first half ended. I would have thought Andre would have maybe pushed Sigurcole or maybe Jacinta Missob just a little bit forward.
She's got Henderson playing up there.
Yep, she's got Henderson now that's playing a little bit higher. And you've got Jacinta playing in the last line of defence.
All right, Briston turns around, puts a ball through. Now it's opportunity for Kitsoff, so she moves quickly. And great diverse. That's from a crack in there. Solid work.
Yeah, she's been the spine of that defence tonight.
Absolutely.
Going in, organising a defence. I've really enjoyed her tonight in terms of the way she gets around and organises a defence.
Right, Yana, 16 for the Yapas with a throw. And they're running from left to right on your screen. This is the FNT Women's Challenge Cup. There goes a bit of our turf over the line from McCracken. We'll see. Kitsos on the ball. Comes away from her. Kalakis in there as well. Now Trappett has it. What will she do? Missop's going for a run. She's gone back. This time to Briston over the top. That's easily cleared off by the defenders. In this case, McCracken. Kalakis on the ball. And Pierre looks up and puts a lovely ball through to a race. That's cleared away by Shani Edwards, but was meant for... who was that again? I'll get that in a minute. McMurray, of course, number 11, Nikita, up against Jenna Machini on that run then. The Yapas are running from left to right on your screens. The only Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Women's Premier League team in the country. Here's an opportunity. Still there, cleaned away by Briston. Keeper missed it on the first occasion. That was dangerous because... sitting there waiting for that. On the Women's Premier League team in the country.
Where you need your
Here's an opportunity. Still there. Kathleen Ramage. She was there.
Just
ready
needed to gamble there.
Yep. They have a corner and they're ready. They've come out determined to make their mark on this second half as they did in the first half. Ball comes around. Cleared away by Trappett. No, she's held on to it. Now she pushes it away. It's not like Brianna, that's too long and finds a Port Darwin player. Pretty much gave the ball back. Now Sigurcole has it. She goes a short pass to Trappett. Trappett goes over the top trying to find Kitsos, but those sort of ones are going to be, as you said, John, at half-time, easily cleaned up by Port Darwin. And that's what they did on this occasion. There's So. Goes to Doty. Yana gets in there and clears it away. Well played to Ashley. July So with the ball, getting instructions from her coach Steve Brockway from Port Darwin. Throws in number 3. Little dummy throw. There you go. Yana gets it this time for the Yapas. Gould, the sub, comes in early. Confident play from her. Sigurcole with the ball. Gould goes back. Well played. Yapas have it again. Ashley Yana with it. Tries to go over the top of everyone. Nearly does and does. If it bounces... truly for Sigurcole. She puts a short one through to Archer and collect her own pass. Good work from Doty. Henderson has it, gets a run from Machini. Now she puts one through Archer. Archer's running, but there's no one midfield. Now Tani Henderson makes the run. That'll go side netting.
And again, getting in great areas, but again, just looking in the middle there, and there's no one running onto that one. So...
McCracken, who's been so solid at the back. Her and Doty kept the Yapas out of that. It's a mistime pass to the most dangerous player on the pitch. He takes the shot, but finds it straight into the keeper. Brianna Tappert on this occasion. Normally she pushed that wider, but straight into Cage Pearson, and Chloe says thank you. Does a one-step kick and sends it 40 metres and plus with a bounce downfield into the offensive side for Port Darwin. Henderson has the ball, captain. Trying to play a ball, Koulakis. No, it's not. It's the captain on captain there. Big body check. Somewhat strong one there from Rachel Henderson on the captain, Vanessa Chinchillo. And Chinchillo will get the free kick going her way. Which number 10, Pierre Koulakis, is on the ball. Pierre goes over the top. Missop gets in there with a good header. Clear that away. Now those two captains come together again. This time it falls to Sigurkol. She turns back on the inside looking for someone to play to. There's no one really there. Now she goes back to Missop. Good challenge from Gould. Handball, unfortunately.
Getting great pressure from Port Darwin.
Wasn't it?
Not letting the Yapas settle and.
Ball goes over the top. That's a sign of frustration, I would suggest. Trappett has the ball, gives it to Kitsos. Kitsos has got to play it through. Someone's offside. It is Tony Henderson.
Yeah, again, Kitsos just getting called ball watching there.
Yeah, she was offside. I mean, in Kitsos, sorry, not Tony Henderson. Right, Grace Doty will get this one restarted. Look more and more comfortable as the game's gone on. She finds Brooke Fraser. That's Whittle. Fraser in there again. Comes for Whittle. She sees the run. Goes out to McMurray. Murray turns one in the inside to Koulakis. Enterprising stuff. Quality stuff from Port Darwin. And a shot from distance. Just make the keeper honest. One bounce into the safe hands of Shani Edwards. And she's now going to put it back upfield. That's going to fall for July So, and she puts a boot to it immediately and pushes it wide to McMurray.
It's been intense so far in the second half. Again, both teams, you can see the intentions. They're going for it. So,
yep,
great
well,
ball.
You got no point having a draw because it won't be. Yana tackled by Gould, come off Gould and get this ball back. But good work from Erin Gould on Ashley Yana there.
She's been great since she's come on as well. So good to see Erin getting senior football and
see what she's like. This one will come off July, in full. Off Sigurkol's right boot and over the goal line. Be a restart for July So. There's the call. Trying to find Pierre. And indirectly she does. She got another go at it. Good throw for So. She get the ball back. She looks up. Goes inside to Grace Doty. Doty looks across, trying to find Fraser. Intervention by Missop. Wins the ball. Strong play from Jacintha.
Great recovery there. Had a poor first touch, but recovered.
Yeah. Now we find Henderson, but McCracken is there to clean that up. So Jenna Machini with the throw-in, the left back for the Yapas. This is the FNT Women's Challenge Cup. First game, round one. First game ever in the Cup's history. No goals as yet on the North Crest scoreboard. 55 minutes about to go past. Henderson looks up trying to find Archer. Archer's had a couple of chances. Offside. To your point, ball watching.
Yeah, again, getting caught ball watching there.
Trappett in there early. Comes away for Now Missop has it for the Yapas down there in central defence. She'll turn and go back to her partner in defence. Briston goes back to Missop. Nice threaded ball from Briston. That's another one for Henderson. Ball needs to go to someone else. This time goes to Trappett. She's trying to tip it over the top, and there's the run from Sigurcole. So gets there first, and nice work from her. Good work from the left back for Port. Cleaned that up. Brianna Trappett has the ball. Pushes one again through to Archer. Now Archer has to run this time. Kate Pearson's up to it. She was out there the last time but didn't get a ball because of the intervention by So. This time she does it.
See how the momentum's slowly going
Yeah.
way of the Yapas now. So you can see that they're trying to find that elusive first goal.
So I haven't got it yet. I've been really impressed with the pressing. Now Kissod has to put some burners on and get down there. She does do that. Needs to be a good ball in, and normally is from Katarina. There it is, but no one's there on the far post. Now they get there. Well, who gets there first? Again, McCracken, number 4. She does do that.
Everywhere
Needs to
tonight.
be a good ball in, and normally is from Katarina.
They've been a rock
there it is, but no one's there.
Again, seeing Kat Kitsos on that right hand side getting a great ball in, but again, no one in the middle there.
Jenna Machini with the throw in, looking again for someone to run for her. Going to Archer. It's going to fall for Kalakis. That one only goes as far as Trappett. Trappett takes a left foot shot. It'll go wide of goal. And Cage Pearson will collect. I want to thank McDonald's for their support of women's football. Much appreciated. Also to Ward Keller, the Territory Law Firm, for their support of the women's game. Thank you to Ward Keller. They are the personal and business dispute resolution experts. 1-800-978-360. 1-800-978-360. Ward Keller, the Territory Law Firm. Here's a chance for Sigurcole. Goes back to Archer. Nice intervention for Doty. Kitsos has it. Turns around. Now puts a ball across. There's someone there. Keeper is. 2 good crosses in from Kitsos. We just need someone on the end of them for the Yapas. If you're a Port Darwin fan, you just want to see the pink Cage Pearson grab the ball as she has done all night with real comfort and expertise. Missob goes back to Henderson, playing that midfield role. Tries to split one down the middle, but these ones are really well and truly covered by Port. Every time they go down the middle like that, John, they're ready.
Yeah, exactly, Bruce. And we spoke about it before in terms of how they penetrate. Every time they go out wide or they have that slow build-up going into midfield and then going into their attacking zone, they look great, the Yappers. Every time they go direct, it just looks like Port Darwin, it favours Port Darwin. And
their measure.
Yep, exactly.
Edwards with using all her area and pushes the ball out towards the grandstand side. Nice work from Kitsos, but falls for Gould. Sigurcole has it now. Now Gould with a header. Whittle back to So. So goes across to McCracken. Good pressure from Henderson. She pushes through to Tani, her sister. Now she's on the run. Cage Pearson comes out. This will be a collision. Henderson pulls up wisely. Cage Pearson was not going to. So good work from Chloe. Not normally a goalkeeper, but you wouldn't know it. She's been so good.
She's been fantastic tonight, Bruce, in terms of reading the play and getting off her line as quickly as she can.
Right, Trappett with a run. Cleared away by Gould. Now Fraser has an opportunity. Machini goes back at pace. Just eats up those yards and metres, and collects the ball. Going to be a sub. Nice work from the coach, Steve Brockway, here. He's going to bring on, I think, the best player in Port Darwin. She showed that in the first few games. That's Rebecca Grattan. And she's going to come on for McCracken, who's put in a sensational 59 minutes.
Should be one of my best players on the pitch tonight, Bruce.
Jordan McCracken. Well played, Jordan. You left nothing out there. We'll see what Grattan can do. She's been dominant for Port in the first 2 games in the Women's Premier League. This ball's going to bounce over favourably for Archer, but she's on her own. And Grattan, comfortable work. Going for a little jog herself. Pushes it wide. Sigurcole gets ahead to it, but it glances over her head. Kalakis goes over the top and serves one up, but no one's running through on it. Nice words from Katerina Kitsos. Now she pushes through for Archer on the run. Grattan's going to get there, though. They'll have less chance, I think, with Rebecca out there to go down the middle. The Yapas. You have to find another way to goal. Pierre Kalakis is going to run. Briston on there. Neither will pull up. And Imogen will put it out of play. Cheeky little clap from Pierre. Throw in will be for So. Came off a Yapa. Yana with a nice intervention goes to Trapper. Trapper finds Kitsos. Kitsos goes down. This will be Doty, falls for Kitsos. Again, there's really no direction there to goal. We've seen time and time again Port Darwin clean that up easily. Now Jenna Machini has it, goes to Sigakol. Sigakol goes out to Kitsos. Kitsos back with a nice pass to Trappett. One over the top. Again, Cage Pearson will come out and clear up. She's done comfortably all night. Been impressed with Port Darwin in this FNT Women's Challenge Cup. Knockout football, one will go home, one will go through. Long one over the top. For Sigakol in a better position while you like it, John, up front. Kitsos is going to go running around. Nice work from Katerina. That's a beautiful ball in. Grattan gets in the way. Comes off her. No, it's still in play. Still in play. And Grattan puts it out now, so there'll be a corner kick. Rebecca Grattan just come on for Port Darwin. I guess the coaches are really aware this could go beyond 90. And you want some players with some fresh legs or fresher legs out there. And someone like Grattan who's just really accomplished defender will be really important. Right, this is going to be taken by Katerina Kitsos. No, it isn't. Is it? Yes, it is. Let's just see where she can put it. It's a good ball in. Nice head away by Gould. Good work, Erin. Got in early. Whittle with the ball. Missile cleans it up, puts a nice ball through. Sigakol gets it on the rebound. That's lucky. Imogen Briston's gone forward. Strength by Imogen on the ball there. Comes from Missop again. Missop goes back to Henderson. Henderson goes back to Machini. Machini goes across to Missop. Missop goes wide again to Yana. Can she keep it in? Yes, she does. She goes around, but that'll go out of play. That's Whittle. Nice work, and the ball's falling for. He goes straight to goal and puts a lot of pace into that. Waiting for the call. There it is for Kalakis. Challenge from Henderson. Ball's cleared away by Sigakol. This one a fall for So. Nice work from Katerina Kitsos. She sees the early run and goes, go for it. It's a beautiful ball, Katerina. Bad luck. It was a beautiful ball.
Yeah, again, a great weighted pass there from Kat Kitsos. Just Tanya Anderson just couldn't time her run.
So Cage Pearson will do a restart. 64 minutes. We do not have a goal as yet, John, on the Northcrest scoreboard. And to be honest, I don't think we're looking like one because the defensive work from both sides is relentless. No one wants to give a millimetre to the other team or the other player. Sigakol with it, goes to Trappett, but see that's Trappett gets to the ball, but the good sort of shadow run from McMurray, sorry. Gould in there again, strong. Kalakis on the ball. Pierre looks up and puts the ball through. Machini will put the sprint on and get back to that. She'll go back to a keeper. No, she's going to go round. And does go around McMurray. Goes into the centre field now looking for a runner. No one's really moving for her. And if she loses the ball, they're going to be one advantage at the back. And Missile will clear that up. Again, no one really moving. They're feeling a bit of the heat and the 65 minutes of constant battle. Just joined us, FNT Women's Challenge Cup, first one ever in the history of football in the Northern Territory. We have no score as yet. We have the Yapas running from left to right on your screens. They're in their traditional Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander design kit. The Yapas, Aboriginal word for sisters. And the sisters are going to need all their commitment today to get through this one. Port Darwin are determined, absolutely determined to take this one home tonight. Nice turn there from, looks like Brooke Fraser, but she's just to the left of the post. And so 66 minutes about to roll over. John, you've seen both teams now for 66 minutes. We know there's great pressing game. You know that the midfield approach by the Yapas and the direct approach is not the best one. You're trying to look for some more width from both, from the Yapas in the first instance.
I think it's going to come to a point now where both coaches are going to have to roll the dice, Bruce, and start making some decisions in terms of either going for it or parking the bus.
Yep.
At the moment, they're pretty content of, just going the way they're going and trying to keep a clean sheet and trying to push the game to penalties. But again, an interesting call that I've seen tonight is Jacinta Missile playing in the centre of defence. Now, I don't know if that's a tactical reason.
Or she's not the best in terms of her fitness.
But just looking at, she could be carrying a knock, and that's why she's playing in the back there.
Wherever she goes, she'll be very competent at it. Erin Gould again with a header. Turn from, look at that lovely footwork from Kitsos. Look at her trying to slit him down the middle. Gould, to her credit, kept ahead, allowed the play to go on. Trappett goes for a run. Will it come for her? It does. She turns on the inside, but nice work from Doty. And Yana will collect this ball and move down for a throw-in. Brockway's still got a few on his bench he can introduce. Higginson hasn't come on yet. She's a live wire up front. Right, that falls for Trappett. Pushes through. Past Kolakis. He'll run to goal now. Yes, she goes. She'll turn it in. There's someone there for it. Yes, there is. And it's the captain for Port Darwin. He got there first. Yana gets in there. Another chance. Gould comes in hard and strong. Ricochets and goes out of play. Yana will come back and get this started with yet another throw-in on the grandstand side. Here in Darwin in the Northern Territory, this is the FNT Women's Challenge Cup, the very first one ever. No scorers yet. Henderson now the captain up against So. So does a nice little pass on the inside. And that's now out of play and will be the advantage of Port Darwin. Well done, So. Missob there to clean up, goes to Henderson. There's time. She looks up, turns on the inside. Still got time. Now she goes on the inside, and Archer gets there first to make it of something, and offside again.
Again, great ball there from Henderson there, Rachel. You see she's trying to
their rights right, their runs right.
Exactly, and again, you can see she's trying to spur her players on, and it's coming to that time of the game where players are starting to get tired, and it's the 1%ers that matter now, Bruce. So,
well, there'll be 20 minutes of regulation time to go in a moment, and that's gone very quickly here tonight. Grattan with a big kick. Hits Missob in there again with intervening header. So we'll have the throw-in. Number 3 for Darwin Hearts with the salmon pink boots. Trying to pinch a couple of metres there, July. No, there's going to be a substitution. Looks like July is actually coming from the pitch. Yes, it is. And on the pitch will come someone I mentioned earlier, Higginson. So she'll go up front, I would imagine, Amber Lee, and she is. And looks like they're pushing Brooke Fraser back to defence, leaving Gould in the middle. This will be interesting. Higginson will test them. She has pace. Port Darwin we're talking about. She's wearing number 12. Look out for her. Whittle goes over the top. Briston there early. Now it's fallen away for Whittle. She's looking for someone to help. She puts a ball through, finds Higginson, who turns straight away. Here's an opportunity, takes the shot. And nice stuff from Port Darwin. That was McMurray. Nikita, number 11, with that shot on goal. Cleaned up by the keeper for the Yapas in Shana Edwards. Players running to grab some water while there's a little check on Jenna Machini. She's up and about. Goes back to the keeper. She's looking for someone to help. She puts a ball through, finds Higginson, who turns straight away. Here's an opportunity, takes the shot. To go. She's not waiting. Keeper does get us underway now. Kalakis with a good intervention, puts underway Higginson.
Great first time pass from Kalakis there. And Higgins, if Higgins had turned there, she would have been one-on-one there with...
Yep. Bissop moves in. Just going that same path, John. Now Trappett heads over the top trying to find Sigurcole. That'll go for Machini. Jenna then passes a lovely ball through to Sigurcole, who goes across to Henderson. Henderson goes back to Yana. Yana keeps the ball, goes back to a captain. Good challenge there from Kalakis. Now falls for Trappett. Trappett puts one through. Again, the race is on. Chloe gets a ball back early from her defender. In that case, Brooke Fraser has now moved from the front to the back line. Henderson comes back and does some good work, wins that ball for her. Archer has an opportunity, but Grattan clears up. Trappett with the ball. Trappett turns, goes down the middle. Past Gould. Plays a ball through. Cleaned up by Grattan. This ball's fallen for Henderson. She takes a shot. And plenty of power, but just misdirected. First time, just turned and went bang.
Yeah, again, should be disappointed with that effort. Again, maybe could have taken another touch just to take a shot inside the box. But again, it's end-to-end. Hopefully we see a goal soon.
Yep. And if it comes at either end, we won't be surprised. No one has had the advantage in this game. Right, faults for Kitsos. Katarina puts in a lovely ball. Chloe Pearson's going to get there and just, like glue on the fingers, sticks the ball into those safe hands.
She's been outstanding tonight.
Yeah, she's kept... well, there's a lot of players around who've done really well, but, you know, she's kept them in the game. Trappett moving forward. She's going to have a shot from there. And Brianna's, again, radar's way off.
And a bit optimistic.
Right,
there,
faults for
having a shot
Kitsos.
from
Katarina just a lovely ball.
line,
Pearson's going to get there.
It's a long distance.
Like glue. And given what Coach Pearson's done tonight, she would have certainly reclaimed a position. 73.5 minutes on the North Crest scoreboard. Thank you to McDonald's for their support of the women's game, and particularly this special event tonight, the first ever game on the FNT Women's Challenge Cup. Knockout football. Someone will go home and someone will go through to the next round. And we have no idea who that's going to be. These are so evenly matched tonight. A pressing, defensive and assertive Port Darwin have made this a very difficult proposition for the Yapas. Throw in now comes over the top. Grattan's there. Comes around Grattan. Whittle to Gould, but Henderson's getting in the way a few times. Rachel, that is. Nice play from Gould. A good vision. Yana has the ball. Goes to Kitsos. Kitsos just lets it roll past. Cleared up by Grattan. Archer moves in to make it, or keep her honest. Doty with the ball. Nice play from them. An intervention from Machini's needed, and she does that. Goes back to her captain Henderson, who called for it. Henderson's second touch. And now it's an opportunity. You see Higginson on the run there. Goes out to miss off from the keeper, Edwards. Goes back in field. That's misdirected. The opportunity cleared away by Trappett. And Grattan pushes one down to Whittle. No, sorry, Whittle pushes one down to Kathleen Raymond, sorry.
Okay, you can see a few tired legs now. Players looking over to their bench.
Right, here's an opportunity for Port Darwin. Kalakis on the ball. She's dangerous from there. 3 in the wall. Edwards needs to be ready. She's marshalling the team around her. The keeper for the Yapas. Pierre Kalakis moves in. She's got capable of putting this into the goal. Takes the shot. It's a good one. But cleared away and comfortably by Edwards, who goes upfield, but only as far as Grattan. Grattan goes to Whittle. Whittle down to Raymond. And Raymond on the run. Referee's playing some sort of advantage. Moves in. She's got capable. The ball will come back to the goal. Court. Takes the shot. It's a good one. I'm not sure. Was that? No, there won't. It'll be a Yapas ball.
So she's into misses. Yeah, obviously she's pulled up a bit gingerly there just after that.
Yeah.
See, she's carrying a bit of a knock.
Jacinta, who's injured, moves in and tries it. Higginson on the ball. Shot. It's coming. Oh, lovely work. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. That was so close to going in, that header. What great play from Port Darwin. Beautiful cross from Raymond, I think it was, number 7. And then running onto that was McMurray. It's coming. And the header was lovely put.
Again,
really good technique. Lovely work. Just pushes wide of the right upright.
Yeah, again, just waiting for the net to hold there. Just couldn't direct it.
Just to the right of the right post on Edwards' goal. And she'd beaten Edwards. That is the best opportunity tonight by a long stretch. Trappett, strong work from her. Now, here's a chance. Archer on the run. And pushes it well and truly wide. Jade is under pressure and just not finding the direction, and the compass is not working tonight.
And again, we've seen it all night tonight, Bruce, from Port Darwin in terms of the recovery, in terms of making those last-ditch tackles, those 1%ers. They've been great tonight. And Steve Brockway, regardless of the result, has seen a massive improvement in his team, and it should give great confidence to his team going forward.
Oh, I think so, absolutely. Nice chase from Archer there, putting in the efforts. Now it's fallen to Trappett. Trappett moves on the inside, takes a long-range shot. It's not like Brown. I thought she'd take another more touches. Now it's fallen to Trappett. Trappett moves on the inside, takes a long-range shot. But always an opportunity when it falls at her feet. Chloe Cage-Pearson will come out. Only 11 minutes of regulation time to go. If we have no result at the end of 90 plus, we will go to extra time, 15 each half. That will test the girls and their endurance. I'm going to say the next goal will win it. That's my feeling.
Oh, definitely. Again, we're just waiting for one goal. And at the moment, it's anyone's game.
Yep. Good work. And pressure from the Claret and Blue. Right, throw in. From here, that I can't really see who that is. I'll say it's Fraser. Throws in. That's the header. Or the header that nearly went into the goal. McMurray with the ball. Goes back to Fraser again. It's gone eerily quiet here, mate. Everyone's really tense, looking for a opportunity and an opening for one of these teams. 80 minutes have passed in the FNT Women's Challenge Cup. First one ever. No goals as yet. Really good opportunity for Port Darwin just a moment ago. It's knockout football. This is such a dangerous 10 minutes, John.
And again, at the end of the day, it's just going to come to, you know, who wants it more, Bruce.
Well, we'll know in the next 10 minutes if it's going to be in regulation time. Trappett with the ball comes off her and just flies back into Port Darwin. They keep the ball in the midfield there. There's the captain. Trappett gets involved, but captain remains for Port Darwin. Vanessa pushes it wide, trying to find Kathleen Raymond. That's a through ball. It's really not the way to go. Wiesel with the ball. Good work from Jade Archer, putting the pressure on. Now it's Imogen Briston versus Pierre Kolakis. Imogen will push wide and then try and turn it down the end. She does now. It's a ball for the Clarendon Blues. They have been relentless in their pressure. And as a result, no score as yet, and opportunities have been coming their way. Can they get another one? Can they convert? They're with the ball now. It's in their attacking third now. Kolakis looks up and pushes one across. This is where Higginson can be dangerous. You saw what McMurray can do. Trappett looks up again and goes long again. Archer on the run. And Cage Pearson once again cleans up. But they've moved and advanced their cause somewhat up into the attacking third for the Yapas. Yana will collect a ball. She's going up there now for a throw-in. All right, Yana with the ball. Throws in, goes over the top. Trying to fit Kitsos. Kitsos goes around Grattan. Ball fell with a great ball in. Great ball in. Came off Cage Pearson and collects it. The ball's still alive.
Great save.
Wasn't it?
If there was ever a time you wanted your goalkeeper to come out and collect, there it was.
And she did.
She stood big, came out.
Kitsos with another good cross in. Misob there early. You can feel the anxiety growing amongst the spectators. Edwards makes the call, puts a boot to it. Only as far as Kolakis. Her and Gould have been so strong in the midfield. This will come back for a set restart for Port Darwin.
Grattan.
Ball 83 minutes on the North Crest scoreboard. Thank you to Ward Keller. Great ball in. Law firm for their support of the women's game. They are the personal and business dispute resolution experts. 1-800-978-360. 1-800-978-360. The Ward Keller. The Territory Law Firm. Thank you to McDonald's as well. Also to Steel Line, Service Over and Above, and NTF, the construction supply specialist. HPA, helping people achieve, also on board this year, as is the Darwin Olympic Sporting Club, as partners of FNT in 2021. Oh, big hit from Kolakis. Came off the back of Machini. She's feeling it now. Standing her ground. She's moved forward. Sigakol's dropped back. Now Kitsos puts one through to Archer. Archer's on the run. Pushes around Doty. Doty comes again. Archer still on the ball. Little battle between those two. And Doty wins that one and pushes it out of play. Yana has an opportunity for throw-in. She's not going to take it. Looks like Kitsos will. We need Katarina on the ball rather than throwing in. But it looks like she's going to go over the top, try and find Trappett. Trappett does win the ball, but good defensive work from... She'll get it back. Well played, Brianna. Good work from, I think it was Whittle, I'm not sure. Yes, it was, for Port Darwin. So this is a corner. An opportunity for the NT Yapas, the Aboriginal Torres Strait Islander Women's Premier League side. Only one in the country. 5 minutes ago of regulation time. No scorers yet. Can they get something from this corner? Can Port Darwin keep them out? Trappett has placed the ball.
And this is where fatigue starts to set in as well, Bruce. Again, players switching off.
Missop's gone right forward there. Dangerous if the ball falls for her. It's a good cross in. Rachel Henderson gets ahead to it but pushes it wide. Ball falls for her.
And great delivery in there.
Wasn't it?
Good cross in. Rachel Henderson.
Right, Missop with a good intervention. Comes to Henderson. Henderson looks up, turns on the inside. She'll take a shot. This bounces right. Missop is there, takes a shot. And again, Cage Pearson's there. Missop goes in again and scores! Is it going to be counted? Yes, it is. What an effort. So the score is Port Darwin 0, Jacinta Missop 1. What an effort from her.
And we spoke about
Absolutely
it, Bruce.
determined, mate.
We spoke about it just previously in terms of, her playing centre back. It was a decision that
and
the
again,
coach obviously
Pearson's
said,
there,
let's
Missop goes in
the
again
last 5
and
minutes
scores!
So good coaching there from
Wow.
Andre.
Just wow. Cage Pearson was so good again. Couple of saves in there. The scrambling defence from Port Darwin, as we've seen all night, was there. It just took one more effort from number 2, Jacinta Missop, and she's made it 1-0. Don't forget, this is knockout football. We still have 4 minutes plus to go. The Clarendon Blues have shown they're quite capable of getting one back. I feel for them. They've been so good tonight. Gould with the ball. Comes away for the goal scorer, Missop. Nice attack there from Grattan, I think it was. Yes, it was. Yapas don't want to switch off. Ball's with Whittle. Whittle goes across to the captain. And Vanessa plays one back. She's been quite unsung in the midfield, has Vanessa Chinchillo, but she has been special. The captain for Port Darwin. Now we have a sub. Katarina Kitsos coming from the pitch. Her replacement is number 5, Michaela Russell. Ball is for the Yapas. 87.5 minutes on the clock. Referee wants them to move along. She knows that Port can get the ball back and get into this game again. Grattan clearing it away from the dangerous Missop. Yana again. How exciting this final 3 minutes we got ahead of us. It's only Missop on her own at the moment. This ball will fall. Russell there, Michaela Russell has the ball again. Sigurcole has a shot. It'll go 3 or 4 bounces into the hands and the very safe hands of Chloe Cage Pearson, who has been absolutely fantastic tonight. That one goes down for Kathleen Raymond. Kia, ball still alive. Yana in there. Russell in there. Pushes it wide. Kolakis struggling to get the ball, looking to the ref for some sort of help. But she'll get the ball back for a side, and she demands it. Now she's got it back. We know Pierre will try to 90 minutes plus to get this game back on even keel. Goes to Yana. Gould in there. Goes back to Kolakis.
Oh, great feet.
Turns, pushes across to her captain. Captain's got runners everywhere. Trappett has it. Puts a ball over the top. Doty will push wide and put it out of play. We have a minute and a half left of regulation time. Don't know if there's any time added. Can Port Darwin get back? They've shown promise all evening. Paul goes over the top to Gould. She's been busy. Henderson in there for the Yapas. Brianna Trappett has again and pushes the ball long. Doty will call this, and what will Grace do? Got less than a minute of regulation time, Grace. He puts the ball through to Grattan. No, it beats her and goes to Gould. Gould distributes one for Pierre Koulakis, but it's didn't make it. Now the captain has it, and Vanessa pushes wide to McMurray, sorry. I've called her Macaulay twice. Wasn't that an actor in Home Away? Home and Away. So what's another TV show? It's been a long day. Started at 6. I do apologise. Okay, here we are, the 89.5 minute mark. My name's Bruce Stalder. Next to me is John Tambouris. We've been thoroughly entertained. I hope you have by this team from Port Darwin up against the NT Yapas. It's been a special game of football on what is a special occasion. The FNT Women's Challenge Cup for the very first time. Historic night. Seconds are running out. Kicked away by Edwards. Do we have time added on? No indication of sets from the referee. Yes, we do. We have 2 minutes of time added on. Still 2 minutes to go. What will happen? Fraser on the run. Beats Henderson to the ball. Plays forward and will get the ball back from the set. Restart.
Yeah, Yapas will try to slow this down now. Again,
And that's when it gets dangerous,
That's
John.
right. And again, it's probably going to be the
Shot.
last roll of the dice.
And
for
again,
Port Darwin.
Kate Pearson's there. Missile goes in again. Well, maybe they and get one more. They'll go over the
scores!
top. Who will it find? It will find Pierre Kalakis has moved forward. Trappard's marking her. Knows how dangerous she is. Throw in again from Fraser. Time added on we are. 1-0 advantage to the NT Yapas running left to right on your screen. They may be going through to the next round. Still time. You can still hear Steve Brockway pushing his girls on. Believing in the ladies with the claret and blue. They have been so good tonight. There goes Grattan on a run, demanding the ball. Machini gets in first. Knock. She'll go down. Play on by the referee. Who's that? Kalakis turning on the inside. Ball's tackled. Now she'll have another go. Puts it across. And a interception will make it a corner. Referee will go over and see how Machini is now. Still time left. And a corner for Port Darwin. What can they do, John?
This will be it, Bruce, again.
So
Surprised not
exciting.
to see the goalkeeper going up for this one.
Well, they better be switched on, the Yappers, because I know the Port Darwin side will be. This is, to John Tamburis' point, maybe the last play, the last roll of the dice for Port Darwin women. Can they get an equaliser? Can they force it into extra time? Ball comes over the top, falls, and who's in there? Sigurkol with a timely header. Jacinta Missile puts one over the top. Referee's okay with that. Higginson goes back and, as a forward, does some good defensive work for her side. Ball still in play, pushes it down now. Comes to Trappett. Trappett pushes it, and it's fallen for an offside play. Referee not looked at the watch yet. Yes, she does now, and there goes the whistle. The Yappers will go through to round 2 of the FNT Women's Challenge Cup. Port Darwin, unfortunately, will be knocked out. What a fantastic game of football, John. It went down to 92 minutes.
And again, Bruce, we spoke about who wanted it more in the end. Again, the Yappers. That game could have won. Anyone could have won that game tonight. It could have went Port Darwin's way. It could have went the Yappers' way, which it did. But again, some great football. A lot of positives to take out of Port Darwin's performance tonight. I think Steve Brockway will be very, very happy. Again, Andre would be happy. His team's closed out the match. They've won the game. Now they're looking forward to the next round. Exciting times for the Yappers.
Absolutely. I think Port Darwin will be very proud of their effort and go into the Women's Premier League with a renewed vigour and confidence. And I have to say the Yappers versus the Port Darwin will not in any way be able to separate it until a certain person put in 4 efforts. The little number 2 for the NT Yappers, Jacinta Mirsob, special player and a special goal.
And we spoke about it before. We saw her playing at centre in the heart of the defence, and as soon as she went up forward, you could see things started to happen for him. And there at the right time again, made something out of nothing, and had a shot and goal, got a rebound. Again, good strikers, good players always keep going and going and going. And there she was there to pounce on the rebound, and 1-0 to the Yappers. And look, it could have went either way. So great game. The winner tonight was football in general, Bruce.
Yeah, it was a lovely night for football here in Darwin in the Northern Territory, the top end of Australia. Still in our wet season, still a very hot night, plenty of humidity. Lovely touch there with Steve Brockway, the coach, congratulating Missob number 2. He's a great man, he's a great supporter of the women's game, and he gives her the thumbs up for her goal. He knows that she was the difference tonight in 10 seconds of football play. In over 92 minutes, it took 10 seconds, a special player, to do something special. And we have a result. 1-0 to the Yappers. We'll take a break, John, and get one of the players up and have a chat. That was extraordinary. Well, sometimes you witness things which just blow your mind. That did. That was 90 minutes plus 2 minutes of time added on. We still really didn't have a result at the 89th and 52nd minute mark. And then it took someone to do an exceptional piece of personal work out there. But in the end, the Yapas will go through to round 2 of what is the very first, historic first of the Women's Challenge Cup here in Football Northern Territory. I've got Rachel Henderson, the captain of the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander women's team called the Yapas. Rachel, I know you'll be feeling it because it was such a hard game. But let's just quickly talk about the opposition. Did not Port Darwin come here to play?
Oh, yeah, they definitely did. You know, we did play them on Saturday, and we definitely were not expecting that game. So it was a really good push to the very last minute, like you said. So we're all buggered, I think, now.
Bugger's a good word. Now, listen, you're captain of the side. I heard you exhorting everyone out there to give the extra effort. And then you always exude confidence. Now, I've got to ask you, even with the confidence you exude, what were you feeling around the 89-minute mark? Like, do I've got 30 minutes again? Extra time coming?
Yeah, I had no idea how long we had left until the game. I knew that, you know, we just had to keep pushing and pushing. And no matter how tired you are, especially in the midfield, you always just got to keep working and working. And I'm grateful that we did, because that goal was just... it was the product of how hard we worked to the last minute.
Yeah, well said. And listen, I'll quickly talk about before I hand to John. They moved you out of defence up into the midfield. You like to get on the ball a bit more. You found a role to distribute. Is that where in the second half you thought you should be, and that's how it was played out, or were you comfortable back at the back yourself?
I think it was just depending on how the game went, you know, and I think just in a miss of when she moved back into the defence, you know, she's a very strong defender, and I think she worked really well with Imogen in the back in centre back. So I think just the switch was just a little bit of an experiment, and it worked.
I love what Rachel said, that goal was a result of all the hard work, John. We saw plenty of hard work, mate. Couple of questions.
Well, look, I actually witnessed his train last night here at the stadium, and again, how good is it playing cup football on a Wednesday night here? Tell us all about it, Rach, because I saw you all excited. Tell me that the feeling in that camp. We were really tired, you know, especially like having 3 games in a week. But we just, you know, we all had to make sure that we recovered, and we did. And playing, you know, at 7:15 at night it was amazing. It was a lot cooler, you know, and no sunlight was in the night, you know. So we had more energy, I think, when we went. Yeah. Okay. So and again, watching obviously we watched the first half. It was end to end second half, but first half he's went in at 0-0. So you're sort of saying, well, we've got a battle on our hands. You know, we won 4-1 on the weekend. You know, you look like you're going to coast tonight. Things were obviously different. What was the message from your coach coming out in the second half?
I think it was mainly just switching on. I think we just came out a little bit too confident in ourselves. You know, like you said, with the 4-1 win and Andre did say, you know, you have tons of games. You can't expect the next game to be the same as the next. You know, you always got to expect the unexpected. And the second half, I think we really did. That's what made us push, and work harder.
Well, congratulations, and look forward to seeing you in the second round. And I'll just pass it over to Bruce.
Yeah, look, Rachel, we appreciate you coming up. You're a great person, a great leader of the sisters, the Yapas, and you're now through to round 2. It is historic, and I hope you understand how historic today is. So well done and congratulations, as John said. My name is Bristol. That is John Tambouris. This is Rachel Henderson. We are bringing a close the first ever Women's Challenge Cup, brought to you by Football Northern Territory. We're so proud of the girls of both sides. I want to make mention of Steve Brockway and Port Darwin. You came here tonight to challenge, and you did. You got the best out of Rachel and her ladies, and it was, for us as neutrals, a wonderful game of football. I hope you enjoyed it at home, whatever screens you're watching on, and I hope you can join us again on Friday night when we return the favour, when the Women's Premier League come back here to Larrakia Park, 6:30 on Friday. To everyone else, have a great week. Good night.